Hey everyone, welcome to How to Be Fancy. I'm Heather, and today we're going to talk about 4 ways that you can be more creative. First of all, let's talk about what is creativity. Creativity is putting expression to imagination. It's recognizing possibility. It's breathing in ideas and exhaling innovation. It's creating connections between what you hear, see, and know. The first step in becoming a more creative person is to stop idolizing the ability to create. Creativity isn't sacred. It's not something that's been gifted to only a certain type of individual. Your brain is scientifically capable and wired for creativity. Creativity is not a holy process, but the process of creativity can produce the divine. Number 2, you've got to let go of those creativity wounds. Brene Brown calls these art scars. All of us have had moments when we've been criticized for our creative thinking. Most of the time this happens to us when we're really young. You sign up for a talent show only to be told you can't carry a tune. Or maybe you wear something outside of the norm and you're labeled a freak. Maybe you were a guy who was called a certain name just because you prefer drawing over throwing a football. We have to let go of those hits to our imagination. Take a minute and remind yourself of the pure joy you felt as a child when you were just allowed to play. Number 3 is learn to nurture your creative side. When you nurture something, you're not worried about perfection. When a baby is learning to walk, you don't berate it just because it only knows how to crawl. You don't belittle the fact that its legs aren't strong enough to carry it yet. In fact, you celebrate that wobbly little moment when it begins to pull itself up, and you support it the very minute it begins to fall. When you're learning to awaken your creativity, the only thing that matters is that you're growing. It doesn't matter how small or insignificant that growth seems. So don't worry about whether an idea is perfect or practical. Stop thinking about whether it's right or valuable enough. Let your ideas live. Let them be imperfect. Let them be flawed. Don't suffocate an idea before it's had the chance to incubate and develop into what it might become. And now, number 4, onto some practical ways to trigger your imagination. Do something relaxing that doesn't require all of your brain power. Take a walk, take a nap, take a bath. Just give your brain a little space to create those connections. Add elements of play or rearrange your current space. What does it look like, smell like, feel like, sound like? See if you can add some elements of fun to your current space. Change your routine. Change the way you do something. Change the place you work from and travel as much as you can. Look at things with new eyes. Notice all of the little details throughout your day that you might not have noticed before. Take note of those and write them down. Learn something new. Take a class, read a book, listen to a lecture. Give your brain some new material to work from. Finally, give yourself some creativity challenges. Use what's in your reach to create something new. Make a list of as many uses as you can for an everyday object. Grab 3 random ingredients and see if you can create a new recipe. Go for a walk and take a few photos, then come back home and see if you can create a story from the pictures that you took. Finally, pretend you're someone else. How would they see the world around you? Hopefully those ideas gave you a good starting point to tap into your own creativity. That's all for this week. I'll see you next week with a new Fancy in 4. Want to vote on next week's topic? All you have to do is click on the little circle in the top right-hand corner and you can place your vote on what topic you'd like me to talk about next. Get a little lamp like this. Now this is kind of looks like a little mustache. This is an LED light.